gentlemen, how's everybody doing here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey? Thank you so much for joining us this Monday morning. Hope you all had an outstanding weekend. I've got a crew here today, that is for certain. The Burma Shavers are in the house. I am so pleased and proud that the Burma Shavers have been able to make an entrance and an appearance here today. They are, okay now, an eclectic. Do you have to look it up, or do you know what it is right off the top of your head?
It's better if you look it up.
An eclectic, eccentric, acoustic, new wave, folk rock band. I think I might have missed one.
That's not bad. How about an original new wave, acoustic, eccentric, Americana Folk Music Duo?
There you go. I got it close. I got it close, and I've got cheaters around me too. So I'll be able to an original new wave acoustic, eccentric, Americana Folk Music Duo. I love it. I love it. We're going to talk to these gentlemen today about their adventures, how they go about the things they do, where they play, and all kinds of different stuff. They may even play a tune or two for us today. So looking forward to that. It's going to be a big thrill. You'll have a good time, folks, watching. But before that, let's tell you a little bit about what's going on in and around the area. You're off camera now, fellas, so you can go ahead and tune your guitars. But now I forgot to mention, even though you're off camera, if my microphone is hot, that means they are all hot. So, try not to sit over there and talk about your armed robbery conspiracy theories and stuff that's coming up. Yeah, don't want you to do that. But what is going on in and around the area, ladies and gentlemen? There are a few things going on today. Actually, here on Martin Luther King Day, we'll get to that in a minute. The Mount Erie Ruritan Club, folks, they're holding their annual farm machinery consignment auction today. It'll be starting right now, as a matter of fact, 9 a.m. Down there in Mount Erie at the Mount Erie Ruritan Club building and grounds. The auction will consist of, all kinds of farm-related items. They've got ATVs, combines, planters, vehicles, miscellaneous items. They've got consignment rates for items under $500 equal 20%, over 5%. So with a maximum of $250. For more information, call Steve Bass down there at 838-8398, or check out the Mount Erie Ruritan Farm Consignment Sale on Facebook. They always do a wonderful job. They always have food. Go down there, and they always have on this weekend, which kind of gets a little bit tricky, but it's a rain or snow, shine, the whole thing. They don't put this off. It is going. Weather be darned, they are going to have the consignment auction. So give that a try today. Also, speaking of giving it a try, over in Salem at the Salem Township Hospital at 1201 Ricker Drive in Salem, they're having a blood drive this afternoon, starting at 12:30. It'll go until 5:30 p.m. this afternoon. Folks, those who come to give, now this is the crazy thing to me, ladies and gentlemen. If you come to give blood, fellas, if you're going to go to give blood, you'll be entered into a chance to win a getaway to Super Bowl 56 in Los Angeles.
Is that this year's Super Bowl?
This year's Super Bowl. Next month's Super Bowl. This is terrible. I gave blood in November. I'm not eligible again until March. They didn't give me a chance to get in the Super Bowl.
That is bad.
I'm just not happy right now. This is very displeasing. But
I'd hold out for the Stanley Cup.
Well, now there you go. I like that, especially if it's close by in St. Louis. That'd be a lot better. That'd be a really good time. But if you want to give blood, do go to redcrossblood.org. That's redcrossblood.org, and sign up for it, and actually go on there and do your Fast Pass. It makes it much easier whenever you have an appointment and a Fast Pass. It makes it easy. It makes it quick. You go in, you drop the blood blood out of your veins, and then you head back out. It's just the easiest thing to do. And there is right now apparently a tremendous need for blood. They said that the Louisville and the St. Louis blood centers were running low, so a tremendous need. That's always that way in wintertime, but with the COVID and stuff, it's been worse. So keep that in mind if you're a new donor. By the way, and I feel terrible not having asked you this before. You guys donate blood, or have you donated blood?
I don't.
Have you?
Boy, that's a personal question. Not that I'm aware of.
I wouldn't ask it. I wouldn't ask it, except whenever I do a blood drive, I always ask because I'm a rude jerk. Because I've donated your share. How about that?
Well, that's good.
I've donated plenty. So yeah, that's you don't need to. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? I think I just probably blew my chance at this one. This is National Classy Day. National Classy Day. We celebrate those who are graced with the ability to live their lives with class, passion, and who are driven to share it with others. On January 17th, they honor the Class Acts and commemorate the birth. Actually, the Class Act Day is a brand new date. It is commemorating Betty White's birthday. Betty White would have been 100 today. So this is to commemorate one of the most legendary comedians to walk the earth. She's was a tremendously classy lady by all accounts. Never met her myself, but I'm sure that everybody who knew her thought she was mostly. Nobody has 100%. Everybody thinks they're cool, do they?
I don't think.
Even Jesus Christ had a lot of people who didn't like him.
That is true.
This is National Classy Day, ladies and gentlemen. They decided to do this just in the last 2 weeks. So there you go, since her passing. This is also, ladies and gentlemen, National Bootleggers Day. National Bootleggers Day recognizes an era when bootleggers became legendary, and this was it was the birthday of bootlegger Al Capone and the son of another bootlegger, Merrill Kirkhoff. During the 1800s, the term bootlegger came into use in the Midwest. The word described the act of concealing flasks of liquor in a boot top when going to trade with Native Americans. I did not realize that. The term found its permanent place in the American vocabulary when Congress passed the 18th Amendment prohibiting the manufacture, transportation, and sale of alcohol. So there you go. I must ask again.
Quickly followed up by National Revenuer Day tomorrow.
Actually, yesterday is National Prohibition Day, and then today is National Bootlegger Day. Then tomorrow should be National Revenuer Day. Have you guys ever known or participated in from where I know you are from, there might have been the need for a bootlegger. Have you ever participated in the act on a transaction of a bootlegger? And I'll ask because I'll say that I have.
Not knowingly.
Not knowingly?
Not knowingly, no.
How do you not knowingly do that? But you think you have?
Know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I don't know.
Well,
not knowingly.
Statutes of limitation run out, Jerry.
Yes, they do. But memories don't.
There you go. I only asked because I have been with groups that purchased beer from bootleggers whenever they had bootleggers in my neck of the woods.
How was it?
It was cold. It was good cold beer and worth every penny. It was a lot of fun. What else is today? Of course, I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this is Martin Luther King Day. This commemorates his birth. Actually, I think this might be his birthday is January 15th. The third Monday of January each year is the commemorating day for Martin Luther King, and always a wonderful event for folks. There are all kinds of different events that people can take advantage of. I've got a couple of frequently asked questions. Was Martin Luther King Jr. a freedom rider? This would be This would be a question for a class. You don't know this?
Is this a true or false question?
No.
Was he a freedom rider?
Was he
Yes
a
or no?
freedom rider?
I would say no.
I would say no.
That is a no. That is exactly right. He did show his support for the Freedom Riders, but he was not a Freedom Rider. Or the Freedom Riders were the folks who went down and tried to register people to vote, right? So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to educate as well as inform and entertain. So how about that? What is going on? What's on television today? What do you want to see today? NFL football tonight. It's the Arizona Cardinals at the LA Rams, wrapping up Super Wild Card weekend. That's at 7:15 on Channel 601. NCAA basketball in commemoration of Martin Luther King Day. The Purdue Boilermakers will be playing at Illinois this morning at 11 a.m. and that's on national television. It's on Fox Network, followed by Notre Dame playing at Howard, playing the Howard Bison. I did not realize Howard had a Division I team.
I did not realize that either.
You played Division I basketball, didn't you? Or,
Division II.
Division II basketball. Okay. That's
But we didn't play Howard or Notre Dame.
Well, I think one you'd had a better chance at than the other.
I think so.
That's probably true. Also, NCAA basketball today, George Mason, the Patriots are at George Washington, the Colonials. That's on Channel 628, and that'll be followed at 1 p.m. Followed at 3 by LaSalle at St. Joe's. That's on CBS Sports Network, Channel 628. Big Ten Network, 5 p.m., the Indiana Hoosiers at Nebraska, and the NBA tonight, this afternoon, Chicago Bulls at 2:30 at Memphis Grizzlies. J-Bo's team, he loves Memphis.
He loves Memphis Grizzlies.
That's on TNT Channel 633, and that'll be followed at 5 o'clock by Milwaukee at Atlanta. The Burma Shavers are here. That's Steve Fowler. This is Jerry Wilson, and we'll be back right after this on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Appreciate you tuning in this morning. A lot of fun to plan today as my guests here are Steve Fowler down there on the end and Jerry Wilson here next to me. They are the two members of the Burma Shavers. Good morning, gentlemen. How you doing today?
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Bruce. Fantastic.
Doing great.
I am so glad you are here. I have listened to all of your albums. I've listened to you both in various different forms over the years.
Sure.
What is the rundown of bands? Golly, either one of you have been in. I mean, you've probably been in over 10, 15 bands, you think, in your career?
I've been in bands a long time, but I don't know if I've been in 10 or 15. The basic ones, Torn and Frayed, obviously.
Torn and Frayed. You had the country band.
Rock band. Last Dance Band was a country band. Homegrown Harmony was kind of an acoustic band. And then Rattle Watch.
Rattle Watch was kind of a folky.
Yes, and then now Burma Shavers. So probably 7 or 8.
How about you, Steve?
4 or 5, I'd say.
Yeah. So you've both been playing music all your lives, I guess.
It's been a dream ever since
Yeah.
we were young.
No kidding. Did you go? How'd you guys meet?
You want to go ahead?
Mid 80s, I was in college over at Wabash Valley, and a couple Wayne City boys.
Where are you from?
I'm from Evansville, Indiana.
Okay.
Born and reared.
All right. What school?
Still there.
What school?
What high school?
Rice.
No. Go again.
No, North. North.
From Harrison. But,
Okay. All right.
Anyway, went to college at Wabash Valley, met some Wayne City boys. They played music. We started playing together. They went back to Wayne City to play a dance at the high school
Yeah.
where Mr. Wilson was playing,
Yeah.
and we all got up on stage and played with him.
No kidding.
That's the first time I met him.
And do you remember what song you guys got up and played?
Probably something by Neil Young.
No.
I'm guessing a Chuck Berry song. That's because
No.
everybody can play a Chuck Berry song.
First
together.
time I met him, he played Rock Lobster with us.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I mean,
the B-52s.
Does it get better than that?
That's a great way to meet. That's a great meet cute story.
Yes, it is.
So all your lives you've been playing in various. How many bands have you played in?
Oh,
Steve?
4 or 5, I guess.
Yeah. Have you been now? All these bands have toured to particular extent. So what's the largest crowd you think either of you have played in front of? Or both of you maybe together? I don't know.
Well, together this summer we played up at a place called Odin, Indiana, which is a smaller town, 4,000 or 5,000 probably, but it was our community, like Bean Days at Wayne
Yeah.
City, but this was a bigger town. There was probably 1,500 people there or something, probably.
Yeah.
A couple thousand.
Oh, that's cool.
We played in front of a pretty big crowd that time.
Well, that's the Burma Shavers.
Yeah, so that's the biggest the Burma Shavers have played in front
How
of.
about you, Steve? Did you ever have like a moment of the
Maybe
gigantic glory?
1,400. Well, back when I was a youngster
Yeah.
in a band called Cornucopia of Death. We did some touring and traveled around. And we played Mesker Amphitheater and the Evansville
Did you?
Coliseum both. So
Who'd you open for? Did you do you remember, or were you guys the main act?
we opened for Pantera at one time.
No kidding.
Yeah.
When you're opening for a group like Pantera or something like, I mean, it's a big deal. Pantera is a large deal. They get riders in their contracts
Right.
and blue M&Ms only or something like that. What do you remember anything about? Did you get to meet the band or how?
We met a couple of them, and then there's others that stayed on the bus until the lights went down, basically.
Well, yeah, you meet a few of them.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right, and that cornucopia of death brings up my next question. How do groups such as the Burma Shavers, which I love the name, I think the name of the Burma Shavers is wonderful. How do y'all come up with the names of your bands? Is it a long thought out, drawn out marketing process? You're talking with the computer folks and the marketing folks and figuring what's going to go the best, or is it just something you're driving down the road and you see the Burma Shaver signs?
It's something that just pops in your head, and if it fits the style of music you're doing, then it's for consideration.
Really?
Yes.
What other considerations were there for this band? Do you think?
None.
Well, he was actually going to play some dates on his own and be known as the Burma Shaver.
Oh, really?
And then he said, would I come and fill in lead guitar for him,
Yeah.
and everything? I said, sure. But you have to put shaver with an S apostrophe. That way, in parentheses. That way, if I'm there, it could be the Burma Shavers. If I'm not there, you can just be the Burma Shaver. But one gig led to another, to another, to another. And I don't know, did you ever play any by yourself?
No, and have no desire to.
Well, I don't blame you. See, now there's what he's talking about. You got the parentheses around the Burma Shavers. So I think that works tremendously well. I tell you what, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to Steve and Jerry a little bit about how they get their ideas and what the band plays, because you may or may not have heard of the Burma Shavers. Hopefully, you'll hear a lot more from them. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Steve and Jerry and I will be back in just a sec.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I might ask y'all here. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here with Steve Fowler and Jerry Wilson. They are the members of the Burma Shavers, and they are hold on a second. They are an original New-Wave Acoustic Eccentric Americana Folk Music Duo.
Thank you. Very good.
I did that from memory. Fellas, when did you two get together? How long ago?
It's been about 3 years, I think, that we really
we started the Burma Shavers.
Yes.
All right, and you're not really playing much. If whenever you're playing on the road, you're not playing covers much at all, are you?
None.
None.
We play no covers, and we usually tell whoever hires us, we're telling you right now, we don't play any covers, and we don't. So.
Well, I got to tell you, I've been to they played the WNOI 50th anniversary party. An outstanding show, by the way.
That was a good time. Yeah.
Congratulations, fellas! I thought it was a really good show, and the fun part about that was. Well, other than the fact it was not. I mean, it wasn't a show where everybody's paying attention to music because there were other things going on. And as a musician, you have those kind of shows as opposed to the kind where. Which do you prefer, by the way? I mean, you're getting paid either way.
I think my favorite is when you're playing somewhere where people come to hear music. Now, a lot of places you play, they're there for other things, and you're kind of the background, and that's cool. But, when you're at a coffee shop, say in St. Louis, and you're playing, most people come to get a cup of coffee and listen to music.
Yeah.
So you're kind of on the line there,
Yeah.
They know you play all originals, and so that's my favorite. That's
what do you get, Steve, when you tell booking agents and stuff that we're not playing, we're not going to come in and play Sweet Home Alabama over and over and over again? What do they say?
So far, everybody's been receptive in that if they're a venue that wants original music. Every now and then there'll be somebody who doesn't, and that's fine. We're not offended. It's just not our cup of tea.
No, that's fine. Well, you see, that's the really cool part, though, Steve and Jerry, is that you know what you want to do. I mean, as opposed to somebody who might be out there changing their style of music every time. You know exactly what you want to do. Since you're doing all original music, did you come in, either of you, to the group with a bunch of songs already written, or do you sit down together, the two of you, because you don't live in the same town?
No.
You live, but their computers and Zoom are such now that you might be able to communicate. That really doesn't seem to go with the motif.
No, that doesn't go with our motif at all.
But how's the songwriting process? Did you have a bunch of songs written before coming in?
We both had a lot of songs, and some he'd used before on a solo CD or two, but when we got together, he had a bunch of songs, I had a bunch of songs, and we just started fleshing them out. And then some of the ones he'd written earlier, we kind of revised and did a few things differently to put a fresh stamp on it, so to speak. And so, honestly, I mean, we've got 4 CDs. We've got another one that's going to be coming out in another couple months, which would be 5. And we probably got that many more songs that we haven't put
another
on the
5 CDs worth of songs, you think?
At least 3 or 4.
Is that right?
Yeah. So it comes down to which ones do you want to put on the next CD.
How do you do that, Steve? How do you figure out what ones are best? Like, for instance, ladies and gentlemen, here is CD number 1. This came out 2 or 3 years ago, 2018. How did we choose the songs for CD number 1, since you had all kinds of songs already ready to go for that?
Just through practice. We'll take a list of 10 or 15 of them that are going well, play them, see how they go, and the ones that seem like they're clicking the best, and that's the ones we'll try to record.
That brings me back to the writing process. Since you're not in the room together, do you each bring your own songs and then just work on them together, or is there ever a genesis of a song when you're sitting there fiddling with the guitar when you are in the room?
Normally, we're both bringing our own things and adding to them and working them out together, but the other option does happen from time to time.
Okay, so this sounds like a John Lennon, Paul McCartney type of situation then, where you have. Well, that'd be really cool to get that kind of success.
Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
We'll take Ringo at this point.
No kidding. But you have where one of them would bring the song in, the other would help fiddle with it a little bit, and that seems. Are you having more fun now writing songs, you think, than maybe they have in a long time?
I think so, and I think there's a more deliberate purpose to write songs, too. And the easy thing about it is there's only 2 parts to figure out. When you're in a 4 or 5 piece band, then you've got 4 or 5 parts to figure out.
Right.
And can all 4 or 5 of us get together on Saturday to practice? Well, usually no. With me and him, it's like, can you make it? Yeah, I can make it. Let's get together, and it's that easy. So it comes more naturally because of the time that you have together.
Well, I'm going to torture the metaphor with the McCartney and Lennon thing. McCartney was more the love song guy. Lennon was more of the acerbic, call it the term if that works. Lennon was a little bit more of the pessimist. Yeah. Whereas McCartney's the optimist. Of the two of you, how can you characterize who is what in the songwriting duo? Because aren't all the songs by both of you?
Pretty much, because we both contributed to one part or another.
So who's what? That's a tough question.
It is. I would say probably I lean more to the McCartney side, and he leans a little more to the Lennon side.
I suspect that's true.
I would say, yeah.
Do you think so, Steve?
Yeah, I won't argue that point. That's probably fair.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to write a song about a C-section scar, it may be coming from him before me.
You brought it up.
I did.
There's a song on the first album called C-section scar, and I was listening to the song. I was listening to the album, and I wasn't looking at the names of the songs, and I was enjoying the song. It's a real jaunty little song.
It's all about reminiscing.
It's a fun, it's a wonderful, jaunty little song, and then it starts talking about 2 or 3 things that you really don't expect. I got to ask, and I feel terrible having to ask you this before folks maybe have heard the song, and then maybe and don't answer me if you don't want. In listening to the song, my question to you is the person who's the narrator of the song the person who has the C-section scar, or the person who came through the C-section scar?
That's the question, isn't it?
I guess that is the question.
Everyone needs to listen and decide for themselves.
That's well. I see now that makes a ton of sense, and again, that's on the first album here, which is Hot Lather Set 1. Here we have, by the way, my favorite picture of the credits, and I think it's Jerry's favorite picture, Live Hot Leather Set 2. That is the cutest little. Where do you find? And I must apologize, ladies and gentlemen, before I ask this question to Steve. He sent me a bunch of pictures that I bollocksed putting together to put on the TV. Next time I'll have them all ready to go.
Yeah, if that's an excuse to come back, it was well worth it.
There you go. Where do you find all these older shots? Because here's number 3. I mean, just for a second, we'll get back to it later. And here's number 4. That these 2 gentlemen on a bench. Where do you find
So I found all of those just by goofing around on the internet.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Those are all. Where do you goof around to find all those shots like that? I mean, because some of them are. I mean, I guess they're kind of arty from the 1950s and 60s.
Yeah, you look for old, vintage, strange things, and sometimes you find something you can use, and sometimes you find things that you really never wanted to see.
I bet that's right. Hey, folks, I'm going to tell you what, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to see if we can't talk the boys into playing a tune or 2. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Back with the Burma Shavers here after just a moment. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
And welcome back, folks. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TVs. The Burma Shavers, as I said, have 4 albums out. Four live albums. Have you been able to play live over the past couple of years, or how often do you? How many nights a year are you gigging, boys?
Well,
this last year we did 48 gigs.
Oh, that's not bad. Once a week.
A couple got canceled due to weather more than anything. So, but over the 3-year period that we've been together now, I think we're up to about 130, 140 gigs.
Oh, that's cool.
44 cities, 6 states.
Where are you going? Where are the
anywhere that'll have.
We play a lot in Central Indiana. Central Indiana has a good live music vibe to it, and they like to hear original music, and that's a good fit for us. So, a lot in Central Indiana.
Do you go up to Nashville and Brown County and all that kind of stuff?
Close by there, but we haven't actually been to Nashville yet. That's on our list for this year.
Oh, really?
Paoli, yeah.
Well, you mentioned Odin. Odin, you're heading that direction.
Yeah.
I bet you Bloomington.
Indianapolis, we played at Indy.
Have you played Bloomington yet?
We've not played there yet.
I'm surprised because they've got it's university. Do you notice what kind of town do you think? I mean, you've been to all these towns. Some towns are all towns seemingly the same, but they're all different too.
True.
Like Fairfield and Flora are entirely different, say from Nashville, Indiana, or from Mount Vernon. Do you notice, does having a college help make you guys more apt to be asked to play in that town? Or
so far, I'd say no.
Really?
Because we haven't been to any.
No kidding. Again, I'm shocked by that.
But we're in our 50s and 60s.
Oh, yeah. Well, you would think that a town like that would have more venues.
Yeah, they may. But we really like playing the smaller towns.
Yeah.
We'll play in Mill Shoals.
Yeah, you play there all the time.
And, half the town's there.
Yeah.
So, and then you might go to St. Louis, and there's, part of a neighborhood might be there, but, it's a bigger town.
Where do you play in St. Louis? I mean, I've been to several of the coffee shops over there, but I'm not sure I recall. Have you played like Blondie's or anything?
The main one we've played is Espresso Yourself, and it's
Espresso Yourself.
Yeah, it's down by the hill, that kind of southern region.
Down Shaw, some type of area.
Yeah, and that's the main we played, and we played a few times in the Metro East area.
Yeah.
But
Belleville and
Belleville had a coffee shop. We played there. Unfortunately, Mount Vernon, Centralia, those bigger towns in southern Illinois that you think would have some venues, they really don't. So,
that's the thing. Flora now has a venue, and Fairfield has a venue or two. And Salem, I'm trying to think if Salem. I don't think Salem does. Salem doesn't have one like Flora would. Oh, well, that's great. Would you guys would you please play me a song? I just love listening to you. What do you think? What do you want to play?
play Goodbye Little Opie.
Goodbye Little Opie.
Yes, sir.
I'm guessing that this is Sheriff Taylor and all kinds of
That's
stuff.
right. He's a huge Mayberry RFD Andy Griffith fan. He knows every question you could ask him about any episode. He knows.
All right, did you prefer Don Knotts or the?
Yes.
Oh, Don.
What was the guy, Mr. Burns or something like that?
If you said, how many girlfriends did Andy have throughout the career, and can you name them?
He had 2, right?
No.
He's putting me on the spot now.
How many girlfriends did Andy have? He had
More than
Helen
he
Crump.
Yes. Peggy.
I forgot Peggy.
Ellie.
Remember Ellie from the drugstore?
Ellie from the drugstore, yeah.
And Helen were the main 2, but also Peggy. Mm-hmm. And he knows it. He can probably tell you what episode.
There's another
they were.
nurse in there whose name I forget. And
Boy, that guy got around.
yeah.
But this is a song kind of about how those good old days are gone.
Here we go.
When Opie would walk home from school by himself.
How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, the Burma Shavers.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Goodbye, little Opie. Goodbye, Ernestine. Innocence went wayward like a black and white TV. Everything is colorized, no longer squeaky clean. Goodbye, Briscoe, darling. Goodbye, sweet Charlene.
America the beautiful, you better put your blinders on. Swimsuit competition made some waves and now it's gone. Purple Mountain Majesty deserves a Purple Heart. Don't let half your people tear the whole dang thing apart.
Goodbye, little Opie. Goodbye, Ernestine. Innocence went wayward like a black and white TV. Everything is colorized, no longer squeaky clean. Goodbye, Briscoe, darling. Goodbye, sweet Charlene.
These boots were made for walking. It's time to take a hike. Put all the 50 stars and each of 13 stripes. Well, Lincoln might be thinking he'll jump off the $5 bill. Join Teddy Roosevelt to retake San Juan Hill.
Goodbye, little Opie. Goodbye, Ernestine. Innocence went wayward like a black and white TV. Everything is colorized, no longer squeaky clean. Goodbye, Briscoe, darling. Goodbye, sweet Charlene.
That's great.
Say bacon grease in every scrap of oil. Fair play on a fair day brought not trouble, it brought not toil. Lady Liberty still looks to see both starboard and the port, with tear-stained cheeks and disbelief of Congress and of court.
Goodbye, little Opie. Goodbye, Ernestine. Innocence went wayward like a black and white TV. Everything is colorized, no longer squeaky clean. Goodbye, Briscoe, darling. Goodbye, sweet Charlene. Goodbye, Briscoe, darling. Goodbye,
sweet Charlene.
Yeah! I love it. I love it. The studio audience of one.
We won the audience over.
You've won the audience over. All right, I gotta tell you, I like to think I'm pretty good at trivia, but I would have forgotten that Darling's name was Briscoe. Mm-hmm. That's a great one. I love that. I tell you what, let's do. We're gonna take a quick break and come back and wrap things up with the Burma Shavers here in just a minute. It is Steve Fowler along with Jerry Wilson, and we'll be back right after this word. Do please stick around. That's great. I love it.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My guests today are Steve Fowler and Jerry Wilson. All right, they have put out 4 different albums, and they're going to put out another one here pretty soon. What is the process, by the way, if somebody at home is just thinking, I've been writing songs too, and I want to put out an album? It's easier in 2022 than it was probably in 1985, isn't it?
It is. We keep it simple, and so far all of our albums are live. So what you hear on the album is what you would hear if you came to see us play. And we just record on one little recorder in a room, record it live, and then we have somebody do the mixing and mastering of it afterwards to make that recording sound a little better. But it is a live concert that we record.
How is it published, though? I mean, so you guys all have your own publishing rights, I presume, or
we have
something?
our own publishing rights, and we have somebody who manufactures it and someone who distributes it.
Oh, you do? You have all that? Oh, that's cool.
So it's out there on iTunes and Spotify and all those various areas that we can't keep up with. Somebody else handles all of that.
Oh, now that's handy. That's outstanding. Where are we going next? What are the? Do we have some towns that set up that we're visiting soon? Where are we going next in the?
Mill Shoals.
Okay.
Saturday the 22nd at 4 p.m. benefit concert for St. Jude Hospital.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You said Saturday the 22nd of
Saturday
January.
the 22nd, yeah.
Okay.
Upcoming.
Right.
The next weekend on the 29th, we're back in St. Louis at Espresso Yourself Coffee House.
Down there on the hill, or near the hill.
Mm-hmm. And then February 4th, we're in Washington, Indiana at Cherry Ghost Coffee House.
No kidding. Gosh, Washington is a great little town.
We love that.
Isn't that a nice town? I've spent maybe 5 hours total in my life in Washington, Indiana, and they got a nice square, and and easy to get to. You wonder, it's the middle of Indiana. You got curvy roads. No, it's Route 50. Boom, off you go.
Yep. And if you're coming from the south, Interstate 69 goes there. Right up there now for me, so it's easy go for us.
How do folks get a hold of you? I guess you said you can find your songs on Spotify and on
iTunes and wherever you get music on it.
What if somebody is interested in booking?
You can go to. We have a website, obviously, theburmashavers.com.
Theburmashavers.com.
It's got our bio, it's got pictures. It also has 2 songs from each CD on there that you can listen to.
Okay.
And it has all of our tour dates.
Oh, that's really cool. You guys are uptown. Just right uptown. I'll be doggone. All right, now, I got to ask, does the Burma Shaver Corporation no longer exist?
That's correct. I was bought out... I wasn't prepared for this question, but Gillette or somebody like that eventually bought them out in the early to mid 60s.
The reason I ask, I want to make sure we're not getting sued.
You see the little
parentheses
around the S?
The parentheses is what's keeping...
That's another reason for that.
Are you telling me this parentheses, that thing right there, is the most important part keeping you fellas from out of the poorhouse getting sued?
I think so.
Plus, we're already in a poorhouse, basically.
I was going to say, it'd be really no change. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, folks, if you get the chance to see these fellas, we've got about 10 minutes to go. We're going to play one more song, but if you get the chance at any time to see the Burma Shavers out in the public or a chance to listen to their tunes, you'll love it. It's a lot of fun. And they aren't kidding whenever they tell you that they are an original. I'm going to do this without opening it.
All right.
An original acoustic. Do I have to have them in order?
No, you don't.
Okay. An original acoustic eccentric new wave folk. I'm missing something. What am I missing? Which one am I missing? Americana band. Doggone it, I can't believe. That's all I listen to is Americana. When do we break our way into outlaw country and that kind of thing? How are we going to get onto Sirius XM?
I would love to. I just don't know how.
I tell you what, I'll see if I can't track down little Stevie Van Zandt.
There you go.
We don't have a booking agent, basically. I do it all myself.
Yeah.
So we need help with things like that. Anybody who wants us to play somewhere or needs us, we'll go almost anywhere to play.
TheBurmaShavers.com.
Yes.
And we don't need the apostrophe, the parentheses.
You do not.
On the .com. No. What other song would you like to play today?
Court and Cottage.
Court and Cottage. Tell me about Court and Cottage. Or is it self-explanatory?
Well, I don't know if it's self-explanatory or not. My favorite line in the whole song is, "How can you miss me if I don't go away?"
I like that a lot. That's deep, Jerry.
Honey, how can you miss me if I don't go away? Right?
That's true.
It is true.
That's gold, Jerry.
And with only a few minutes left in the show, it's about to come true.
You go ahead. At your leisure, ladies and gentlemen, the Burma Shavers.
The mournful harmony twins sang a chorus and then left the stage to diminishing applause. Usher cleared the aisle.
Pretty good, huh?
Sidewalk cracked a smile. Flat tire whistler pursed her lips to begin. The freeway's long and flat. What would you do with that? Would you add a curve to break the monotonous grasp? Detox or delay? How can you miss me if I don't go away? But a day, an hour, none knoweth, I'm coming back. Slower
the bit part players debate. Lower than honorable mention, in court and cottage we wait. In court and cottage we wait.
Yet sweet, good for the soul, not the teeth. Medicinal centers, they help to ease the guilt. Palates pleased as punch, jury's out at lunch. Ringo got a rifle, now he'll never keep the beat.
Slower than a prison sentence, the bit part players debate. Lower than honorable mention, in court and cottage we wait. In court and cottage we wait. In court and cottage we wait.
Beautiful. I love it.
Thank you, Bruce.
Beautiful. That's outstanding. All right, listening to that as well as the other tune before it, it sounds like your influences are John Prine, and John Prine, maybe, or who else? Who would we call, or am I missing that first influencer entirely?
No, I think we're influenced by John Prine. I would say Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Neil Young.
Johnny Cash. B-52s.
The B-52s for sure.
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
It's all meshed together.
It really kind of is, isn't it?
You have an acoustic Americana folk rock duo eccentric type of thing.
There you go.
You know
there
what I
you
mean?
go. Yeah. More like 6 descriptors.
Yes. Hopefully it's original. It's not.
Well,
like
I tell you what, that was, I mean, it was. That's the interesting thing. Listen to the lyrics. You can listen to the two. I was listening to the albums as I was driving the car, and as you're driving, you don't hear all the lyrics, but then one sneaks up on you. And that's really a lot of the joy of it. Is that a lot of the joy you get when you ever listen to this? Who do you guys listen to?
We listen to just about everything, but when we're on the road, we do listen to the satellite radio.
Yeah.
So we do listen to the Stevie Van Zandt channel sometimes to get stuff I haven't heard forever.
Yeah.
And the deep tracks. So we hear some Neil Young, and we hear some Bob Dylan, and we hear some John Prine. So we hear a lot of that, but we also switch over to the New-Wave channel.
Sure.
And hear, the B-52s and the Pretenders and stuff like that also.
So you're probably like me, where you've got across the middle of my favorites, the 6 favorites that you have on top. I've got Outlaw Cut number 60, and then I've got 33 right next to it.
Yes, that's correct. Along with deep tracks and Little Stevie.
Well, it is apparent, and it's a lot of fun to watch. How many more albums do you think you're going to put out? What's the thought process? Till you're sick and tired of it?
Yeah, I mean, I know we're probably going to put out 2 more this year for sure. And how many more? Like I said, we got enough CDs. We got enough songs for about 3 or 4 more CDs right now. So I would say, good Lord willing,
good Lord willing, creeks don't rise. Yeah. How long does it take you to write a song?
Sometimes it's a day. Sometimes it's a couple weeks.
No
Just
kidding.
wait till something comes to you and do it.
What's your favorite song you've ever written? Can you tell me? Do you know? Do you have, or can you differentiate?
No, it varies from week to week.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I presume it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, his favorite song that he's mainly written to me is called A Haircut and a Hug, and I believe it's on the 4th CD, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe it is.
I love that song, just A Haircut and a Hug. I think it's his best he ever wrote.
There you go. That's the Fort City. Well, folks, I am out of time. Again, where can folks see you real quick?
Mill Shoals, January 22nd. Go to the website, and it'll tell you all the dates. We'll play on any porch, stage, truck bed,
there you
lawn,
barn. The website, theburmashavers.com. Steve, thank you so much for being here. Jerry, thank you so much for being here. Folks, the Burma Shavers, I'm so happy for them. And we'll talk to you real soon. Folks, have a great day. See you soon.